All right, we're all sanded up to 600, and the reason I have these wrapped up is so they don't bang against each other. I've had them in my pocket, and I'm fixing to go and warm my oil up, turn my forge on, turn my tempering oven on, and in the meantime, I've been kind of tinkering with this. I got it apart, and I got one side kind of cleaned up. And went ahead, this is what it looked like. So you can see I've gotten a little ahead of you here. But I'm probably going to do a video on just cleaning this up, restoring this. I'm even going to paint this, probably black. I don't know if I got red. We'll see. And then I've got some shellac. I'm going to re-shellac this. What the heck? I got time and machinery. All right, let me go crank up my forge and turn my tempering oven on and get these heat treated and in the tempering oven. All right, I got them knives in the tempering oven, heat treated. I was gonna, do a separate video on this, but I'm not. I'm gonna go in and put this on the wire wheel, clean it up, and I also got this cleaned up on the wire wheel over here. And then I sanded this down first on this small belt grinder, and then I hand sanded this. So I'm gonna do that to both of these, and then I'm gonna take them over to my other shop and see if I got red paint, or even if I don't, I have some black. I've probably got one or the other. And I'm gonna paint these, and then I think I got either some shellac or some polyurethane, and I'll clean the handles up, and this will look better than new. So look, I take you in there, but the phone, it makes it look like you're on acid. Or for those that have never done acid, it makes you look like you're having a dream, like it's a dream sequence, because the floor vibrates and it makes the phone go all crazy. All right, so let me go get that much done. Okay. I'll take some sandpaper and sand the crap out of this area, this pivot area right here, and smooth that out. And then I'm going to put this on my Lansky sharpener and sharpen it up. And I'll tell you what, this is really a well-made, it is made in USA according to that bolt, or maybe just the bolt's made in USA. But anyway, it is now raining out, and I don't feel like walking in the rain over to my other shop, so I'm going to sit here for a little while and just see if I'm going to put the edge on that, and then if the rain don't stop, I'm going to have my wife from the house take my fob for my pickup truck and unlock it from the house so I can get an umbrella out of there, because you know what happens to sugar when it's exposed to rain. It melts, and I don't want that to happen to me. All right, let me get the edge on this, and maybe it will be dry by then. Stop raining. Well, I don't have any red. I had white, but I don't want to paint that white. So I found this, I don't even know what to call it, Harvest Gold. And look at that. Duplicates original Ford colors. So if I paint this in a Ford color, this will last forever. All right, let me go. I'm going to paint the metal this color, and then I'm going to put some clear coat over it. I want to put some clear coat on these too. And then I got some shellac. Sensa. Ja, ich liebe das Sensa. So, that was German, by the way. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Nicht viel, aber ein bisschen. Okay, then I'm going to spray these with shellac. I'm probably going to hit them with some sandpaper a little bit more because I've got my greasy paws all over them. So I'm going to do the metal first and then hit it all, including this. I'm just going to paint this, that Harvest Gold, and then I'm going to paint it all with the clear coat. And then when all that's dry, I'm going to paint this with some shellac. Auf Wiedersehen. Yeah, Ford Harvest Gold, yeah. I like it, huh? Got some clear coat on that stuff. Ford Harvest Gold. I mean, this thing just feels American made now. It'll last a lifetime. All right, I'm gonna let that dry about an hour, and then I'm gonna shellac this, and that stuff dries real quick. There we go. Look like brand new. All right, I will give these back to Bev, and in a couple of months, they'll look just like they did an hour ago. All right, my knives are tempered, and tomorrow morning, this is Saturday afternoon, tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, I'm going to come out here. I'm going to sand all the heat treating and tempering schmutz off of them, get them back sanded up to 600, and then by the day's end I will have all 4 handles on them. So we're getting there. I'm gonna go home and eat me some leftover pork ribs. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about my dream. We haven't been awake long, and I was dreaming. I was driving a truck, which, you know, I dream about driving a lot, shifting gears and going down hills and all the things we used to do. Anyway, in this dream, there was Eagles music, not music, a song that played through this whole long dream. And it was that song, In the Long Run, da, da, da. And, you know, the first time I heard it, it was nice hearing that song in my dream. And by the end of the dream, I was so sick of that song, I wanted to shoot my radio. Because in my dream, I couldn't figure out, that's what the dream became. I couldn't figure out how to turn the radio off. I couldn't make another song play. And I was so sick to death of that song. I'd got to a truck stop, and I'd backed into a slot. And I was needing to go to sleep, but that song was driving me nuts. And I was sitting there thinking about, you know, I could probably even sleep with it on if it was any other song. I'm so tired of that song. And in my dream, the door opens up, and Joe Walsh climbs up in my truck, reaches over, and shuts the radio off, and gets out and closes my door. And then I woke up. Isn't that a weird dream? Isn't that a weird dream, man? I thought that was kind of funny. Of all, you know, how does you can't navigate your own dreams, and why would Joe Walsh climb up in my truck to shut his own music off? You know, Joe Walsh was with the Eagles, right? Okay, that is all.
Eat it once so they can eat. The migration has started, and most of those are females or very young males that haven't got their red yet. We had a couple males, but I think they left. They left already. These are all females. I filled up them feeders this morning. They were empty, and I filled them up yesterday.
That's probably not quite a gallon, probably over a half a gallon.
Well, it's four cups that I make at a time, and I make 2 pitchers. And to fill them up, I make 2 pitchers. They're not completely full, but that's what I make to fill these up.
4 cups of sugar or 4
No,
cups of water?
A cup of sugar to 4 cups of water, and I make 2 of them, so that's 8 cups.
So I have no idea.
A cup is 8 ounces.
Okay, so how many ounces in a quart? Isn't that 32 ounces in a quart? Yeah,
Yeah, isn't it 64
to a half a gallon.
ounces?
Yeah, you got me. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I don't want to do math. I have stuff in my head that I need to do, and if I do math, then my list.
Okay, I got it, hon. It's 8 ounces is a pint, right?
See, there you go. If you're gonna do this, you do all that stuff in your head. Leave mine alone. It's got the list in there. So.
Okay, and 64 ounces is 102 degrees. Fahrenheit.
Yeah. All I know is I make 2 of those little pitchers and fill these up every day. I may have to fill them up again this afternoon, but I know I've gone through a pound of sugar, if that means anything.
That is a lot of sugar.
It is.
And how long it took you to go through a pound of sugar?
Oh, just when they showed up, I don't know, about 3-4 days maybe. I've had a few here all year, and then this is the migration. They're headed south, and this is their stopover. I bet you right now, if you went up and looked in them trees, there's probably about 100 up there in the trees, and they just take turns coming down in little waves.
Yeah, I had one come right up to me and get in my face and look at me just a little while ago when I sat down with my coffee.
Oh, I know some of these are repeaters from last year. Last
Sure.
year's baby. What I'm looking for is the one that had the white dot on its back. It had a great big, huge white spot in the middle of its back. Now, I don't know if it was damaged, or I don't know what that means, or what happened to it, but I'm sure it's dead by now.
Sonny walked up there and they took off for a second. They're not terribly concerned. No,
they're used to us, especially when I hang the feeders. I mean, they'll come right up and start eating. Especially if they've been empty for a little bit, they'll come right up to me.
That is a mess of birds.
I think they are a miracle that God for us to enjoy, because I love my little hummingbirds. I really enjoy watching them. They will buzz me out in the yard. They will come and get inches from my face.
When the feeder's out?
Yeah. They'll follow me around the yard, and I know it's time to come give them some love.
All right, I'm gonna drink this coffee. Get my shoes on. Did they take off when that truck popped his brakes?
Yeah, I didn't. Popped his brakes and they scattered. When they're all up here, I can do a little like that, and they'll just scatter. It's so funny.
Behind us, there's a gas well, and
Did you hear that?
Every day, several times a day, they had to come pull the salt water off, and all night long too. They got to come in and out all night. And when the trucks pop their air brakes, it freaks them out. That's not a sound they're familiar with. Okay, they're going to start coming back now. There's one.
Funny. That's funny. Okay, I'm going to go open the gate.
Okay. I'm going to drink my coffee.